Hello everyone, my name is Luca and welcome back to my channel. Today I am making another college related video, and honestly this is helpful for anyone just doing online school right now because I know it can be very hard to stay motivated. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you get notified when I upload every Sunday, and also follow me on Instagram. It is at Luca Whitaker. If you want to, I will link it down below. Okay, so my first motivation tip is to use a planner and make to-do lists. My apologies, the sun was just not working in my favor. It's just like so helpful to see things on paper, and I have tried to use online planners. However, for me, just writing down on paper really solidifies the date in my mind. And then also what I have been doing is I have this paper calendar I got for like $3 at Target in the dollar section, and what I did is I color coded my calendar and I just made each class a different color highlighted, and every time I'm working at my desk I see this. Another tip is to keep your planner open so that you can see it at all times so you won't just forget about it. If you don't have a self-care routine, make sure you get one down because it is just going to make it so much easier to get your work done if you're in a really good place mentally. And how you can do that is just choose some activities that make you happy. What is going the extra mile and just treating myself to something that I normally wouldn't have? I know it can also be pretty easy to forget about self-care when you're busy. So if you're like, okay, well, I would love to do like a little meditation session and like spa day, but like I don't have that kind of time. Something that I heard on a podcast is that the next time you say you don't have time for something, that's not true because you can always make time. Just say that you don't care about it. Online school doesn't give a whole lot of structure, and that's the one thing that I personally struggle with. How do I even organize my life so that I feel satisfied at the end of the day? So make a schedule for yourself. Block out time before your class and after your class. Write down everything that you want to get done and then at what hour you will get that done. So it kind of makes a mini schedule for yourself. This is also called time blocking. I think taking time to reflect is very important instead of just letting your life pass you by. And what I really like to do is journal. I think journaling is so beneficial. It just helps you declutter your mind. I have really been into journal prompts. What this allows you to do is just reflect on what is working for you and what maybe isn't. So if you notice an area in your life where you're like, well, I'm not really happy doing this. I love journal prompts. You can just look up journal prompts online and they have a bunch of great ones, and they'll ask you questions that are really specific and it will make you really think hard about where you're at in your life. Luca, why is this helpful for staying motivated? Well, you want to have a purpose and a reason behind everything you're doing, because without that, you're just kind of going through your life without any rhyme or reason. This is a little bit obvious, but I think it's something that maybe a lot of people might neglect, is having a specific place to do your work. Okay, I'm just saying if I have an 8 a.m. class, it's pretty probable that I will stay in bed. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. However, for those times where you actually need to be productive, make sure you're doing it at the same place every day, because research shows that our mind like associates different areas for different tasks. So if you are studying and sleeping in your bed, your mind is going to get confused when it's time to go to sleep, maybe not have as great of sleep that night. Also, I like to switch up locations when I'm doing work. Really love going to a coffee shop and banging out some work there, because just going somewhere and having a place to drive to kind of makes me feel accomplished when I leave that place. You can even go to a library, or maybe your college is still open and has some working space that you can work at. You'll feel a lot more motivated and have less temptations around you. Take breaks, okay? You guys, you are hustlers. I know, I get that. However, it's important to give yourself breaks in between work because your attention span will be a lot better. And there's probably people at the other end of the spectrum who take too many breaks and go on your phone too much. So what I would recommend for those people is to just turn your phone off, set app limits on your app. So if you spend more than 1 hour on TikTok, it will automatically kick you out. Some fun breaks that you could take: going out for a walk with some good music, eating a healthy snack, popping open a cold kombucha. Ooh, that sounds so good. My next tip is to make goals and reward yourself. It can just be little goals that will get you through the day. And then if you do finish that goal, or if you check that off your checklist, you can reward yourself. Treat yourself, reward yourself for that work, because again, if you don't take time to like really rejoice in the work that you've done and being proud of yourself for doing that, then it can be easy to just feel unmotivated because you're not really giving yourself that credit that you deserve. Working out in between study sessions is really helpful because endorphins actually help you focus more. They're just really great. They release serotonin, which makes you feel happy, and you're automatically going to feel more motivated if you work out in between your study sessions. Visualize and remind yourself why you are doing what you're doing. You may have gotten into your dream college, and now that you're here, you forget to remind yourself how much hard work it took to get into that college. For example, if you're going to college because you want that dream job, imagine yourself and visualize yourself having that dream job and feeling so satisfied and so proud of yourself for completing that college degree. You're going to be working from the energy of that person who already has their dream life. Also, making vision boards can be a great way to do this, and putting it near your workspace. You're always reminded of what your end goal is and what you're doing all of this for. Are you doing this to get a job so that you can travel in your free time and go to cool places? Like, put some of those places on your dream board to have an idea of what you want to do after college. You don't have to know the whole story, the whole big picture, but if you have a dream company that you want to work with, put that on your dream board and just think about maybe companies that you'd want to work with. Also, just setting a picture or maybe a quote that gives you a lot of inspiration as your wallpaper or a desktop screen can be really inspiring as well. I really like going to Pinterest. You can follow my Pinterest for inspiration if you would like to. It is Luca Whitaker, I believe. My last tip is save the time that you are mindlessly scrolling through Instagram or TikTok or watching a Netflix show. Save that as your reward for the end of the day, as well as setting a limit to how many shows you're gonna watch on Netflix. So for me, on school nights, I try to only watch one Netflix show that's like an hour or something. That way I'm not binging Netflix and getting no sleep. Hope you are feeling more inspired and motivated to tackle your Zoom classes, and if you are, give this video a thumbs up. Also, leave me a comment down below your favorite song that gets you really motivated. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
I got so much back, I think I'm never running out, yeah. Bust me down a whip, bitch, I don't do this for no clout, hey. I got so much back, I think